Today I'm doing a quick repair job on my Makita EY403MP pole saw attachment for the split shaft system. Now this would of course fit on any of the 18 volt times 2, 40 volt power heads and the petrol power head of course. And I'm going to share with you a pretty common problem, and if you're using one of these saws, any of these pole saws, like this exact part that I'm going to show you that had a problem is also the same part that goes on the 18 volt standalone pole saw and the 40 volt one. The 40 volt is the UA004G, the 18 volt is the DUA301. In the States as well, this will also apply to the XAU01, the XAU02, and also the other pole saw attachment, the EY402MP. There may be some others. I'll put a list down in the description or on the screen here somewhere. Basically, this problem will occur. You might be sawing away and then all of a sudden it throws the chain and you think, oh, fucking thing. And then you have a look at it, you can't work out what's wrong. You put the chain on and then it does it again. And it's this pin here that goes in here, which tensions, pulls this backwards and forwards to put the tension on your chain. Well, basically, it's kind of sheared off. Not so much sheared off as just never built properly in the first place. So essentially it's just this tiny little pin which is pushed into the hole there, and then it just has a little tiny spot tack on the back which is meant to hold it in place. It's such a weak point. All the pressure of the saw is on this tiny little piece of metal and they break rather easily. But when you open it up, you might not know that, because if you open it up, this thing will be sitting there, the pin, and you'd be moving the thing backwards and forwards, and this will just be sliding underneath it and the pin will just be sitting there. It'll look fine on the surface, but you're not actually tensioning the thing. Now I thought, oh well, I'll grab the welder, I'll just tack that back on, but my welder packed a sad and I haven't got around to fixing it, and it's buried down in the back of a shed somewhere, so that's too much effort. So I just decided to buy a couple of replacement parts. I bought two because I know this is going to happen again, because basically it's a weak point. Now I'll put the part number down in the description, and like I say, it fits all the models that I just mentioned. And so that's what it should look like when it is all good and proper, not missing the damn pin there. So anyway, we need to take this bit off and put that onto this. So just make sure you do it around the right way. Have that on the inside of there. Okay, so better hold it up a bit better. So anyway, I'll quickly do that. And there's my phone ring. Typical. One moment. I'll wind this old thread into the new tensioner. There's my phone telling me I've missed a call. Anyway, bung that on there, and then that goes back into our saw. So this, of course, has to line up with this. This just sits in there, so just be careful because these can all fall out quite easily. So that's in there. This has to line up with it, but also this has to line up with it. This is the bit that you turn. You put your screwdriver in, your scrunch, and turn that. So basically that goes in there, and this goes in here like so. But we've got to get this in the right place. But that's got to go around that way. And oops, I've got that on the wrong way around. That one needs to go that way. That, so it engages with that. That, turn that, engages that one, which engages that one. And it just slots in there like so. And now, if we turn this, well, it's not holding in place, of course, because we need to screw the panel over the top, but there we go. We are moving. And you need to put this back over the top of there, and that will hold everything in place. Simple as that. Now when this one breaks, I have my next backup. So when that one breaks, I'll put that one on and order another couple, because like I say, it's a bit of a weak point, and when you're cutting and the thing's jerking around, all that pressure's on that tiny little pin and that anemic little weld on the back there. So then of course you put your bar on like so. That pin, like I say, moves everything up and down as you turn your tensioner. It's Let's put the chain back on, put it back together. Make sure, of course, you put your chain on the right way around. You want the cutting surface to be coming on the underside of the blade back towards the tool, so that when you cut, it's pulling the timber towards the tool. And yeah, so you're cutting right there instead of it firing the timber off the other end of your bar. It's annoying doing this around a camera on a tripod. I'll go over the top of our pin, and we need to move it a lot. Basically, this is loose as a goose at the moment, so we need to wind the tensioner that way. Let's put this on so we don't fall off while I go find what I've done with the scrunch. Let's now wind this bar out until we've got some tension on this thing. If you can't get it tight, it might be time for a new chain. I like to have my chain about there. Get that up. Now, if you are using these sort of chainsaws on a regular basis or for a job, I would definitely recommend having a couple of those spare. They only cost a few dollars, maybe up to about $10, depending on sort of where you live and what your currency is and what website or whatever you get it from, or retailer or whoever. Yeah, but they're pretty cheap. So I got like 2 of them for like $15, including all the fees and everything. So not too bad. Now, this may not be the right one for the chainsaw that you've got, so make sure you check before you get one. There's heaps of them like the ones on the screen here now. So these ones are basically just for all the pole saws. They seem to be using this system. It's a quick, easy thing to change out if it goes on you midway through a job. So if you've got spare chains and stuff for it, you should have a spare one of those too. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope that was helpful. Have a look down in the description if you want to know more information. Maybe I'll find some links for them, but I'll put the numbers and stuff down there. Okay, cheers.